To truly prepare yourself for prayer, the first and most essential step is to clear your mind. In a world overflowing with distractions, demands, and endless mental chatter, achieving clarity is not just a helpful exercise, but an absolute necessity. Consider the moments before you engage in something deeply meaningful, like an important conversation or a life-altering decision. You don't rush into it with your mind racing in 10 different directions. Instead, you pause, gather yourself, and create a state of focus. Prayer, as an act of communion with the divine, deserves no less. When you sit down to pray, your mind might still be buzzing with unresolved thoughts, tasks left unfinished, words left unsaid, or worries about the future. These mental interruptions act as static, clouding your ability to fully connect with the higher power you're reaching out to. Think of your mind as a glass of water. When the water is muddy, no light can pass through it clearly. But when you let the mud settle, the water becomes transparent, allowing light to shine through effortlessly. Similarly, a clear mind allows divine inspiration and guidance to flow freely into your being. Achieving mental clarity is not about suppressing your thoughts, but rather allowing them to settle naturally. When you attempt to force your mind into stillness, it often rebels, generating even more chaos. Instead, approach this process gently, with patience and understanding. Start by acknowledging the noise. Accept that your thoughts are there, but remind yourself that they don't define this moment. The act of clearing your mind is an intentional release of what does not serve you right now. It's not about erasing thoughts, but detaching from them, letting them pass like clouds in the sky. One of the most effective ways to quiet your mind is through deep breathing. Breathing is a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. When you focus on your breath, you ground yourself in the present moment. Inhale deeply, allowing the air to fill your lungs completely, and then exhale slowly, releasing tension and stress with each breath. With every cycle, you bring yourself closer to a state of peace. The simplicity of this practice is what makes it so profound. It requires no tools, no elaborate rituals, just your willingness to be present. Another technique to clear your mind is to create a physical space that reflects the serenity you seek internally. The environment around you has a direct impact on your mental state. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind. Take a few moments to tidy up the area where you intend to pray. Light a candle, dim the lights, or play soft, calming music if that resonates with you. These small actions signal to your brain that you're entering a sacred time, helping you transition from the busyness of life into a more reflective state. It's also important to recognize the role of intention in clearing your mind. Before you begin, set a clear purpose for why you're praying. What is it that you seek? Is it guidance, healing, or simply a deeper connection to the divine? When you focus on your intention, it acts as an anchor, keeping your thoughts from wandering aimlessly. Imagine your intention as a lighthouse guiding you through the fog of distraction. With your focus fixed on that light, the surrounding noise begins to fade into the background. Sometimes clearing your mind requires addressing lingering emotions that have taken root in your heart. Fear, anger, and worry are powerful forces that can hijack your mental clarity. If these emotions are present, don't push them aside. Acknowledge them, and then consciously decide to release their hold on you. You might find it helpful to write them down on a piece of paper, symbolically transferring them out of your mind and onto the page. Once they're written, set them aside, knowing you can return to them later if needed, but for now, they are not your focus. As you work to clear your mind, you may encounter resistance. Thoughts may keep returning, or you may feel restless. As if you're not doing it right, understand that this is part of the process. Clearing your mind is not about achieving a perfect state of emptiness. It's about creating enough space for stillness to emerge. Even the act of trying holds value because it demonstrates your willingness to prepare yourself fully for prayer. The beauty of clearing your mind lies in its transformative power. As you let go of the mental clutter, you begin to feel lighter, more open, and more receptive. You may notice a sense of calm washing over you, as if you've stepped into a sanctuary untouched by the chaos of the outside world. In this state, you're not just preparing to pray, you're aligning yourself with the essence of prayer itself, a space where your soul meets the divine in pure, unfiltered communion. By making this practice a consistent part of your preparation, you're not only enhancing the quality of your prayer, but also cultivating a habit of mindfulness that benefits every aspect of your life. You'll find that the clarity you bring into your moments of prayer begins to seep into your daily interactions, decisions, and even your understanding of yourself. Each time you clear your mind, you reaffirm your commitment to approach prayer with the reverence and intentionality it deserves. Before you pray, it is essential to pause and immerse yourself in a state of gratitude. Gratitude is the doorway to spiritual connection, a vital bridge between you and the higher power you are reaching out to. Too often, prayer becomes a one-sided list of requests, pleas for help, guidance, or provision without first acknowledging the abundance that already surrounds you. Gratitude shifts the energy of your prayer from one of lack to one of abundance, transforming it into a powerful and uplifting experience. It aligns your spirit with the divine frequency, preparing you to receive with an open heart. When you take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for, you are actively tuning your mind to focus on what is good, beautiful, and meaningful in your life. This act alone begins to dissolve negativity and fear. It's not just about thanking the divine for the obvious blessings like health or material possessions, but also about finding gratitude in the small, often overlooked aspects of life. The warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of laughter, the ability to draw breath, these are all gifts. When you focus on these moments, you create a powerful energy that transcends the ordinary. Gratitude is not merely a mental exercise, it's a state of being. When you express genuine appreciation, you move beyond the confines of your thoughts and enter a realm of deeper awareness. This is where true prayer begins. Gratitude primes your heart and mind, creating fertile ground for your intentions to take root. It reminds you that even in moments of struggle or uncertainty, there is still so much to be thankful for. This perspective shift is profound because it transforms your prayer from a cry for help into a celebration of connection and trust. Before praying, take a few moments to list, either mentally or physically, the things for which you are grateful. You might start with the most immediate blessings, your family, your home, your ability to pray, and then expand outward. Think of the people who have touched your life, the lessons you've learned, and the opportunities you've been given. If you struggle to find things to be grateful for, remember that gratitude is not limited to the positive. You can even find gratitude in challenges, as they often carry hidden gifts such as resilience, wisdom, or clarity. To fully embrace gratitude, allow it to flow through your emotions, not just your thoughts. It's one thing to say, I'm grateful for my health, but it's another to truly feel the joy and wonder of having a body that carries you through life. Close your eyes and let yourself experience the fullness of that gratitude. Imagine your heart expanding with every beat, radiating warmth and light. This emotional connection amplifies the energy of your gratitude, making it an even more potent preparation for prayer. Gratitude also helps to dismantle barriers of entitlement or resentment that may unconsciously creep into your prayers. When you approach the divine with a sense of entitlement, you diminish the sacred nature of prayer. Gratitude, on the other hand, humbles you. It reminds you of your place in the grand design of the universe, not as a demanding voice, but as a cherished participant in the flow of life. It softens your spirit, allowing you to approach prayer with reverence and humility. By focusing on gratitude, you also activate a sense of trust. Trust that the divine knows your needs and is already working behind the scenes to meet them. When you express gratitude, you are essentially affirming this trust, acknowledging that life has already provided for you in countless ways and will continue to do so. This mindset shifts your energy from one of desperation to one of confidence, allowing you to pray not from a place of fear, but from a place of empowerment. Gratitude has the unique ability to turn even the act of prayer into a two-way conversation. When you are truly grateful, you're not just speaking, you're listening. You become attuned to the subtle whispers of guidance, the gentle nudges that remind you of your purpose and potential. This dynamic exchange transforms prayer into a profound dialogue rather than a monologue, deepening your connection with the divine. It's important to note that gratitude is not about ignoring your struggles or pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging the fullness of your experience, the highs and the lows, and finding value in all of it. Gratitude doesn't dismiss your pain, it reframes it. It allows you to see even the darkest moments as opportunities for growth and transformation. When you carry this perspective into prayer, your words become more sincere, your intentions more aligned, and your spirit more open. As you cultivate gratitude before praying, you may notice a shift in how you perceive your desires and needs. The things you once thought were urgent may feel less pressing, while the deeper, more meaningful aspects of your life come into focus. Gratitude brings clarity, helping you discern what truly matters and what aligns with your higher purpose. This clarity not only enriches your prayer, but also empowers you to take inspired action in your life. Practicing gratitude before prayer is not just about preparation, it's a spiritual discipline in its own right. The more you make it a habit, the more it becomes an integral part of who you are. Over time, you'll find that gratitude seeps into every corner of your life, transforming not just your prayers, but your relationships, your work, and even your challenges. It becomes a lens through which you view the world, one that highlights beauty, possibility, and divine connection. By beginning with gratitude, you set the tone for a prayer that is not only powerful, but also deeply transformative. Before you begin to pray, it is vital to take a moment to visualize your intention clearly. This step is not just about identifying what you desire, but about vividly seeing it in your mind as if it is already a reality. Visualization is a powerful tool that bridges the gap between your thoughts and the higher power you are reaching out to. It creates a mental image that amplifies your energy, focusing your thoughts and emotions into a unified message that resonates with the divine. When you pray with a clear vision of your intention, you align your spirit with the frequency of manifestation. Visualization begins with clarity. To see your intention clearly, you must first define it. What is it that you are seeking through your prayer? Is it guidance, healing, provision, or strength? Be specific. A vague desire produces vague results. For example, if you are praying for financial stability, don't simply think of more money, visualize the exact scenario that represents financial stability for you. Is it being debt-free, having a thriving business, or the ability to give generously? The clearer your intention, the stronger your visualization becomes, and the more aligned your prayer will be with your desires. As you focus on your intention, allow your mind to craft a vivid picture of it. Use all your senses to bring the image to life. If you are visualizing healing, imagine the feeling of vitality coursing through your body. Picture yourself walking with ease, smiling with renewed energy, and living without pain. If your prayer is for a new opportunity, see yourself stepping into that role, feeling the excitement and confidence of success. The more detailed and tangible your vision, the more real it becomes, not just in your mind, but in the energy you project. Emotion is a critical element of visualization. It's not enough to see your intention, you must feel it. Imagine the joy, peace, or gratitude you would experience if your prayer were already answered. Let those emotions fill your heart and radiate through your entire being. Emotions are the language of the Spirit, and when you combine them with visualization, you create a powerful force that communicates your desires to the divine. This emotional connection transforms your prayer from mere words into a heartfelt expression of faith and alignment. Visualization is also a practice of belief. When you see your intention vividly and feel it deeply, you are affirming your trust in its realization. This is not about wishful thinking, it's about anchoring your prayer in unwavering belief. Doubt creates resistance, blocking the flow of divine energy. Visualization, on the other hand, dissolves doubt by reinforcing the reality of your desire. As you hold your vision in your mind's eye, you send a clear signal to the universe, I am ready to receive this. To enhance your visualization, you can incorporate symbolic elements that resonate with your intention. For instance, if you are praying for peace, imagine yourself surrounded by a serene landscape, a quiet forest, a calm ocean, or a starlit sky. These symbols help your mind focus and deepen the emotional impact of your visualization. They also serve as reminders of your intention throughout your day, reinforcing your prayer even after you finish. Another key aspect of visualization is alignment. Your vision should not only reflect what you want, but also align with your values and purpose. Ask yourself if your intention is rooted in love, growth, and service to others. When your desires are aligned with your higher purpose, they carry a unique power that resonates deeply with the divine. This alignment ensures that your visualization is not just about achieving an outcome, but about fulfilling your role in the greater design of life. As you visualize, it's important to release any attachment to how your intention will manifest. Your role is to focus on the what, not the how. Trust that the divine has the wisdom and resources to bring your vision to fruition in the best possible way. Holding on to specific expectations can create limitations, while surrendering allows for limitless possibilities. Visualization is about creating a clear and compelling image of your desire and then letting it go with faith, knowing it is already in motion. During this process, you may find it helpful to write down your vision or create a vision board. These tools serve as tangible reminders of your intention, helping you stay focused and connected to your prayer. Each time you look at your written vision or visual representation, you reinforce the energy you've created, keeping your intention alive and active in your mind and spirit. Visualization is not just a preparatory step, it is a dynamic and integral part of prayer itself. When you take the time to see your intention clearly, you elevate your prayer from a passive request to an active declaration of faith. You engage your mind, heart, and spirit in a unified act of creation, sending a powerful message to the universe. This practice transforms not only the way you pray, but also the way you perceive your role in manifesting your desires. The beauty of visualization lies in its ability to expand your awareness. As you immerse yourself in your vision, you begin to see opportunities, resources, and connections that align with your intention. You become more attuned to the guidance and inspiration that flow from the divine. In this state of heightened awareness, you are not just waiting for your prayer to be answered, you are actively participating in its fulfillment. Through visualization, you bridge the gap between what is and what can be, creating a space where the power of prayer meets the limitless potential of faith. Before you pray, it is essential to forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness is not just a noble act, it is a necessary one for creating an open and receptive heart. Holding on to resentment, guilt, or anger blocks the flow of divine energy in your life. Prayer is an act of connection, but how can you truly connect with the divine when your spirit is weighed down by unresolved emotions? Forgiveness clears the path, creating a space where grace, understanding, and healing can flourish. It is not about excusing wrongs, but about releasing the emotional chains that bind you. To forgive, you must first acknowledge the pain or grievance that lingers in your heart. This might be anger at someone who has wronged you, disappointment in a situation that didn't go as planned, or guilt over your own mistakes. Ignoring or suppressing these feelings doesn't make them go away. Instead, they fester, creating barriers to spiritual clarity. Prayer, when approached with unresolved emotions, can feel hollow or disconnected. That's why taking the time to process and release these feelings is essential. It prepares your heart to engage in prayer with sincerity and openness. Forgiveness begins with understanding. When someone hurts you, it's natural to feel anger or betrayal. But holding on to these feelings doesn't punish the other person, it only harms you. Consider the saying that holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness is the antidote. It frees you from the emotional weight, allowing you to move forward unburdened. This doesn't mean condoning the hurtful behavior, it means choosing not to let it control you. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a step toward emotional and spiritual liberation. Self-forgiveness is equally important. Often the hardest person to forgive is yourself. You may carry guilt over things you've said, done, or failed to do. These feelings can create a sense of unworthiness, making it difficult to approach prayer with confidence and faith. Remember, no one is perfect. Mistakes are part of the human experience and opportunities for growth. To forgive yourself, you must acknowledge your humanity and accept that you are worthy of grace. Self-forgiveness is not about ignoring responsibility, but about releasing the shame that keeps you stuck. It allows you to approach prayer with a clean slate and a heart ready to receive. Forgiveness is not always immediate, it is often a process. You may need to revisit the act of forgiving multiple times, especially if the wound is deep. This is okay. The important thing is your willingness to let go. Begin by saying the words, even if you don't fully feel them yet. I forgive you, or I forgive myself, can be powerful affirmations that set the intention for healing. Over time, as you continue to practice forgiveness, the emotional charge around the hurt begins to fade and you find peace. To forgive effectively, it can be helpful to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Empathy is a bridge that connects you to the humanity in others, even those who have caused you pain. Ask yourself what might have driven the actions. Were they acting out of fear, ignorance, or their own unresolved wounds? This doesn't justify their behavior, but it helps you see them as flawed, just like you. Forgiveness becomes easier when you recognize that we are all navigating life's challenges, sometimes imperfectly. Forgiveness is also a spiritual practice. When you forgive, you align yourself with the divine qualities of love, compassion, and grace. Many spiritual traditions teach that forgiveness is not just a personal act, but a reflection of divine mercy. By forgiving, you mirror the infinite capacity of the higher power to forgive, reinforcing your connection to that sacred energy. Prayer becomes more profound when it is offered from a place of forgiveness because it reflects the essence of divine love. Releasing anger and resentment doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiveness doesn't require you to pretend the hurt never happened. Instead, it's about transforming the pain into wisdom. What did the experience teach you? How can it help you grow? When you shift your focus from the hurt to the lessons learned, forgiveness becomes a catalyst for personal transformation. It allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as permanent scars. Sometimes forgiveness requires an intentional ritual to help you let go. This could involve writing a letter to the person or to yourself, expressing all your feelings without holding back, and then ceremonially burning the letter as a symbol of release. You could also use visualization, imagining the hurt being lifted from your heart like a weight and dissolving into light. These acts are not just symbolic, they engage your mind and spirit in the process of letting go, reinforcing your commitment to forgiveness. As you prepare to pray, reflect on any lingering emotions that need to be addressed. Ask yourself if there is anyone, including yourself, whom you need to forgive. Be honest but gentle with yourself. This is not a time for judgment, but for self-awareness and compassion. If forgiving feels difficult, start small. Even the intention to forgive is a powerful step forward. It sets the stage for deeper healing and connection. Forgiveness has a ripple effect. When you release anger and resentment, you create space for love, peace, and understanding to enter. These qualities not only enrich your prayer life, but also radiate into your relationships and daily interactions. People around you can feel the difference when you approach life with a heart free of grudges. This energy draws more positivity and harmony into your life, creating a cycle of healing and renewal. Before entering into prayer, it is essential to center yourself through silence. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, it is the stillness of the mind, the quieting of internal chatter, and the deliberate pause that allows you to connect with the depths of your spirit. In the modern world, where distractions are constant and the mind is often pulled in multiple directions, silence becomes a rare and precious gift. Yet, it is in silence that you find clarity, focus, and the ability to truly commune with the divine. Silence prepares you, aligning your heart and mind to the sacred act of prayer. To enter into silence, you must first step away from external distractions. This means creating an environment conducive to stillness. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted, free from the hum of electronics, the chatter of others, and the demands of your surroundings. Turning off devices and stepping away from the noise of daily life is a physical act that signals your intention to connect inwardly. Your surroundings should reflect the serenity you seek to cultivate within yourself, setting the tone for the moment of spiritual connection. Once the external noise is silenced, the real work begins quieting the mind. This is often more challenging because the mind is naturally restless, filled with thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. When you attempt to silence your mind, you might initially feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of your thoughts. This is normal. The key is not to force silence, but to gently guide your focus. Acknowledge the thoughts that arise without judgment and let them drift away like leaves floating down a stream. The goal is to create space between your thoughts, allowing silence to emerge organically. Breathing is a powerful tool to help you enter silence. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the coolness of the air as you inhale, and the warmth as you exhale. Deep, intentional breaths calm the nervous system, slow your heart rate, and bring your mind into the present moment. As you focus on your breath, you may notice your thoughts begin to quiet, and a sense of stillness takes root. This rhythmic breathing becomes a gateway to the silence within. Silence is not about emptiness, it is about presence. When you enter silence, you are not shutting down but tuning in. You are becoming fully present in the moment, aware of your connection to the divine. In this state, you may begin to notice subtleties that were previously overshadowed by noise, your heartbeat, the faint rustle of the wind, or the gentle rhythm of your breath. These sensations ground you, drawing your attention inward and helping you anchor yourself in the here and now. In silence, you become attuned to the whispers of your spirit and the quiet voice of the divine. The act of entering silence is an act of surrender. It requires you to let go of control, to release the need to solve problems or analyze situations. Silence is a space where you stop striving and simply exist. This surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It is an acknowledgement that you are part of something greater, a willingness to trust in the wisdom of the divine. In silence, you open yourself to receive guidance, insight, and peace without imposing your agenda or expectations. Silence also amplifies your intention. When you quiet the noise within and around you, your intentions become clearer and more focused. Prayer is not just about speaking to the divine, it is about aligning your energy with your purpose. Silence creates a still point from which your intentions can flow freely, unclouded by doubt or distraction. It is like clearing a muddy stream so that the water runs pure and unobstructed. In this clarity, your prayer becomes a powerful expression of your deepest desires and highest aspirations. As you dwell in silence, you may experience moments of profound insight or peace. These moments are not the result of effort but of surrender. Silence allows the mind to settle and the spirit to rise, creating a space divine wisdom can enter. You may find that answers to your questions emerge, not as loud proclamations, but as quiet knowing. This is the power of silence that connects you to the still, small voice within, the voice that often gets drowned out by the noise of daily life. Silence is also a form of respect. Before you approach the divine in prayer, taking a moment of silence is a way to honor the sacredness of the act. It is a pause that says, I am here, fully present, ready to listen and receive. This reverence deepens your connection, transforming prayer from a routine act into a sacred communion. The silence before prayer is not an empty void, but a sacred space where the divine and the human meet. Practicing silence before prayer can be transformative, but it requires patience and consistency. At first, silence may feel uncomfortable or even intimidating. You may be tempted to fill the void with words, music, or activity. Resist this urge. Instead, approach silence with curiosity and openness. Over time, you will come to cherish these moments of stillness as opportunities to reset, recharge, and realign. Silence becomes not just a preparation for prayer, but a spiritual practice in its own right. In silence, you become aware of the subtle energy within and around you. You begin to sense the interconnectedness of all things, the thread of divine presence that weaves through every moment of existence. This awareness enriches your prayer, infusing it with a sense of wonder and humility. Silence teaches you to listen not just to your own thoughts, but to the whispers of the universe. It is in this listening that you find the answers, guidance, and peace you seek. Through silence, you prepare your heart, mind, and spirit for the profound act of prayer. Gratitude is a transformative force, a state of being that elevates the mind, opens the heart, and prepares the spirit for deeper connection. Before praying, embracing gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking in your life to what is abundant. It is a conscious act of recognizing the blessings you have already received, the opportunities you have been given, and the strength you have gained through challenges. Gratitude changes your perspective, creating a fertile ground for meaningful and impactful prayer. It softens your heart and aligns your energy with the divine flow of abundance and love. When you approach prayer with gratitude, you establish a mindset of humility and receptivity. Instead of coming from a place of lack or desperation, gratitude reminds you of the support and guidance you have already received. It acknowledges that even in moments of difficulty, there is something to be thankful for. This shift is powerful. It reframes your prayers from requests or demands to conversations rooted in trust and appreciation. Gratitude allows you to see prayer as a partnership with the divine, a sacred exchange of energy and intention. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging the big, obvious blessings in life, but also the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. It is about appreciating the breath in your lungs, the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a stranger, or the resilience you've shown in tough times. These seemingly small blessings are the threads that weave the fabric of your life. When you take time to notice and appreciate them, you cultivate an awareness of how richly blessed you are. This awareness amplifies your gratitude, creating a sense of joy and fulfillment that transcends circumstances. To cultivate gratitude before prayer, start by reflecting on what you are thankful for. This can be done through a mental inventory or by writing in a journal. Consider different areas of your life, health, relationships, work, personal growth, or spiritual journey, and identify the blessings within each. Think of the people who have supported you, the lessons you've learned, and the experiences that have shaped you. As you do this, allow yourself to feel the warmth and positivity that gratitude brings. Let it fill your heart and radiate outward. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is an energy. When you embody gratitude, you emit a vibration that aligns with abundance and love. This alignment is crucial in prayer because it draws more of what you are grateful for into your life. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can emit. It signals that you recognize and appreciate the good in your life, creating a magnetic force that attracts even more blessings. This is the essence of the law of attraction. What you focus on expands. Gratitude also transforms how you perceive challenges. It allows you to see difficulties not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth and learning. When you approach prayer with gratitude for your struggles, you acknowledge the strength and resilience you've gained through them. This perspective doesn't diminish the pain of challenges, but reframes them as stepping stones on your journey. Gratitude for the lessons within challenges creates a sense of purpose and trust, reinforcing your belief in the divine plan. Gratitude deepens your connection to the divine. When you express thanks, you are acknowledging the presence and influence of a higher power in your life. This acknowledgement strengthens your faith and trust, creating a bond of mutual love and respect. Gratitude becomes a form of worship, a way of honoring the divine for its role in your life. It shifts your focus from what you need to what you already have, reinforcing the belief that you are cared for and guided. Incorporating gratitude into your preparation for prayer can be done in several ways. You might begin by saying a simple thank you for the day, for your health, or for the opportunity to pray. You could also meditate on specific blessings, visualizing them and feeling the gratitude they inspire. Writing a gratitude list is another powerful practice, as it makes your blessings tangible and helps you focus on them. Whatever method you choose, the key is to engage your heart fully. Gratitude is not just an intellectual exercise, it is an emotional and spiritual experience. Gratitude also fosters a sense of humility. When you recognize the blessings in your life, you realize that many of them are not of your own making. They are gifts, whether from the divine, from others, or from circumstances beyond your control. This realization humbles you, reminding you of your interconnectedness with the world and your dependence on forces greater than yourself. This humility is essential in prayer, as it allows you to approach the divine with reverence and openness. As you practice gratitude before prayer, you may notice a shift in your overall mindset. Gratitude is a habit, and the more you cultivate it, the more natural it becomes. You begin to see blessings everywhere, even in places you once overlooked. This habit of gratitude enriches not only your prayer life, but also your daily interactions, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. It creates a foundation of positivity and abundance that permeates every aspect of your life. When you bring gratitude into your prayer, you create a ripple effect. Your appreciation resonates not only within yourself, but also outward, influencing those around you. Gratitude has a way of softening hearts, healing wounds, and building connections. It creates an atmosphere of love and harmony, fostering a sense of unity with the divine and with others. This ripple effect amplifies the power of your prayer, as it is carried on the energy of gratitude and love. Self-examination is a crucial step before entering into prayer. It is the process of looking inward with honesty and clarity, evaluating your thoughts, actions, and intentions. This introspection is not about judgment or condemnation, but about understanding yourself at a deeper level. It is an act of humility, recognizing that you are a work in progress and that growth comes from acknowledging both your strengths and your shortcomings. By engaging in self-examination, you prepare your heart and mind for genuine communion with the divine, ensuring that your prayers come from a place of authenticity and alignment. To begin self-examination, you must first create a moment of stillness. This is not the same as silence, but involves setting aside distractions and focusing inward. It requires courage to turn your attention away from the external world and face the truths within yourself. Many people avoid self-examination because it can be uncomfortable to confront their flaws or missteps. However, this discomfort is where growth begins. By being willing to face yourself, you open the door to transformation and healing. Self-examination involves asking yourself meaningful and reflective questions. These questions are not meant to provoke guilt, but to inspire awareness and accountability. What are my intentions in this prayer? Am I approaching it with sincerity? Or am I driven by selfish desires? Have I wronged anyone, knowingly or unknowingly? Am I holding on to anger, resentment, or fear that might block my connection to the divine? These inquiries help you uncover the deeper layers of your being, shedding light on areas that may need attention or adjustment. It is important to approach self-examination with compassion. The goal is not to criticize yourself harshly, but to understand and accept yourself as you are. Acknowledging your imperfections does not make you weak, it makes you human. It is through this acknowledgement that you find the strength to improve. Self-compassion creates a safe space for growth, allowing you to see your mistakes as opportunities for learning rather than as failures. This mindset fosters a sense of hope and motivation, empowering you to move forward with greater clarity and purpose. During self-examination, you may become aware of unresolved emotions or conflicts. These can range from guilt over past actions to unresolved anger or disappointment. Holding on to these emotions can create a barrier between you and the divine as they cloud your mind and weigh on your spirit. Recognizing these feelings is the first step toward releasing them. Forgiveness, both of yourself and others, becomes a vital part of this process. When you let go of these burdens, you create space for healing and reconciliation, aligning yourself more fully with the energy of love and peace. Self-examination also involves recognizing your strengths and the progress you have made. It is not solely about identifying areas for improvement, but also about celebrating the qualities and actions that reflect your growth and alignment with your values. What have you done well? How have you shown kindness, patience, or resilience? Recognizing these aspects of yourself fosters gratitude and self-respect, reinforcing your belief in your ability to continue growing and evolving. It reminds you that you are capable of embodying the qualities you aspire to cultivate. A key aspect of self-examination is taking responsibility for your actions. It is easy to blame external circumstances or other people for the challenges you face, but true growth comes from owning your part in the situations you encounter. This responsibility is not about assigning blame, but about reclaiming your power. When you acknowledge your role in creating or perpetuating a situation, you empower yourself to change it. This accountability strengthens your character and deepens your connection to the divine, as it reflects a willingness to grow and evolve. As you engage in self-examination, it is important to seek clarity and focus. The mind can sometimes wander or become overwhelmed by the breadth of introspection. One way to maintain focus is to journal your thoughts and reflections. Writing allows you to articulate your feelings and insights, making them more tangible and easier to process. It also provides a record of your journey, allowing you to look back and see how far you have come. Journaling can be a powerful tool for deepening your self-awareness and enhancing your spiritual practice. Self-examination is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. It is something you can incorporate into your daily routine, taking a few moments each day to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and intentions. This regular practice builds self-awareness over time, making it easier to recognize patterns and tendencies that may need adjustment. It also helps you stay grounded and aligned with your values, ensuring that your actions reflect your highest intentions. By making self-examination a habit, you create a foundation for continuous growth and alignment. The insights gained through self-examination enrich your prayer life. When you come to prayer with a clear understanding of yourself, your prayers become more focused and meaningful. You are able to articulate your needs and desires with greater clarity, and you approach the divine with sincerity and humility. Self-examination allows you to connect with the divine on a deeper level, as it demonstrates your willingness to grow and transform. It creates a space for genuine dialogue where you can share your heart openly and receive guidance and support. Self-examination also deepens your relationships with others. By understanding yourself better, you become more empathetic and compassionate toward those around you. You recognize that just as you are a work in progress, so are they. This awareness fosters forgiveness, patience, and understanding, strengthening your connections and creating a ripple effect of positivity. When you approach prayer with a heart that is free of resentment and full of love, your energy influences not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Finally, self-examination prepares you for the transformative power of prayer. It clears away the distractions and obstacles that can cloud your connection to the divine, allowing you to approach prayer with a sense of purpose and alignment. By taking the time to examine yourself, you ensure that your prayers come from a place of authenticity and sincerity, reflecting your truest intentions and desires. Self-examination is a gift you give yourself, a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be, and a vital part of your spiritual journey. Faith is the foundation of all meaningful prayer. It is the unseen thread that connects you to the divine, the force that empowers your words, and the belief that what you are seeking is already on its way. Before praying, affirming your faith is like setting the stage for a sacred exchange. It is a moment of internal alignment, a conscious decision to trust in the unseen and believe in the power of the divine to guide, provide, and transform. Without faith, prayer can feel like an empty ritual. With faith, it becomes a profound act of co-creation. Faith is not just a passive hope or wishful thinking. It is an active, dynamic force that shapes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you affirm your faith before prayer, you are declaring that you trust in the divine's wisdom and timing. This trust is not contingent on immediate results or visible signs, but is rooted in a deeper understanding that the universe is always working in your favor. Affirming faith means choosing to believe even when circumstances seem challenging, even when answers are not yet clear, and even when the path ahead feels uncertain. To affirm faith before prayer, begin by centering yourself. Take a few deep breaths and quiet your mind. This moment of stillness is an opportunity to tune into the essence of faith within you. Faith is not something external that you must acquire. It is already a part of your being. It resides in the quiet knowing, the inner conviction that you are connected to a source greater than yourself. In this stillness, you can begin to feel the presence of that connection, a gentle reassurance that you are not alone. One powerful way to affirm faith is through positive declarations. Speak words that reinforce your belief in the divine and its ability to work in your life. These affirmations can be simple yet profound. I trust in the divine plan for my life. I believe that I am guided and supported. I know that what I seek is already being prepared for me. As you speak these words, let them resonate deeply within you. Feel the truth of them, allowing each affirmation to strengthen your faith and align your energy with the divine. Faith also involves letting go of doubts and fears. These negative emotions can act as barriers, clouding your connection to the divine and diminishing the power of your prayer. Before praying, take a moment to identify any lingering doubts or fears within you. Acknowledge them without judgment, then consciously release them. This act of release is an act of faith in itself, a declaration that you are choosing trust over fear, belief over doubt. Letting go creates space for faith to flourish, allowing your prayers to flow from a place of clarity and conviction. Another way to affirm faith is through gratitude for what you have already received. Gratitude reinforces your belief in the divine's ability to provide and reminds you of the many ways you have been supported in the past. Reflect on moments when your prayers were answered, even in unexpected ways. Recall times when challenges were resolved, blessings arrived, or guidance appeared. These memories are evidence of the divine's presence in your life, tangible proof that your faith is well placed. By focusing on these experiences, you strengthen your trust in the divine's ongoing work in your life. Faith is deeply intertwined with visualization. Before prayer, take a moment to visualize the outcome you desire as if it has already come to pass. See it clearly in your mind's eye, feel the emotions it brings, and imagine yourself living in the reality of your answered prayer. This act of visualization is not about trying to control the outcome, but about affirming your belief that it is possible. It is a way of aligning your thoughts and emotions with your desired reality, creating a powerful resonance that amplifies your prayer. Faith is also about surrender. It is the recognition that while you have the power to pray and to act, the ultimate outcome is in the hands of the divine. Surrendering does not mean giving up, but releasing the need to control every detail. It is an acknowledgement that the divine's wisdom far surpasses your own and that sometimes answers come in forms you do not expect. This surrender is an act of trust, a demonstration of your faith in the divine's ability to provide what is best for you, even if it differs from what you envisioned. Affirming faith requires consistency. It is not a one-time act, but a practice that must be nurtured and strengthened over time. Doubts and challenges will arise, but each moment of reaffirming faith builds resilience and deepens your connection to the divine. Surround yourself with reminders of your faith, whether through scripture, uplifting quotes, or symbols that resonate with you. Engage in practices that cultivate faith, such as meditation, journaling, or reading inspirational texts. These habits reinforce your belief and create a strong foundation for your prayers. Faith also extends beyond your personal life. It encompasses a broader trust in the unfolding of the universe, in the interconnectedness of all things, and in the divine plan for humanity. Before praying, affirming this universal faith expands your perspective, reminding you that your prayers are part of a larger tapestry. This awareness fosters a sense of humility and gratitude as you recognize your place within the greater whole. It also strengthens your sense of purpose, knowing that your prayers contribute to the collective good. As you affirm your faith, allow it to permeate every aspect of your being. Faith is not limited to the mind, it is felt in the heart, embodied in your actions, and reflected in your energy. Let it guide your words, influence your decisions, and shape your outlook on life. When you approach prayer with unwavering faith, you are not merely speaking words, you are engaging in a powerful act of creation. You are aligning yourself with the divine flow, opening the door to possibilities beyond your imagination.